Welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We're taking on Falcon today, and hopefully we have a better time than we did yesterday. That was brutal.
I will be cautious.
But yeah, so far so good with the new team. At least it's only one match, so I guess we'll see what the rest of the week has to hold. Erica has been pretty impressive. I was considering swapping out to Sita, but the problem is with Sita is that, well, she can run the Gust build just as well. The problem is, well, Vantage is better. I mean, it's either Vantage or you're taking a hit. And the majority of the time, primarily with Nurgle running around, you're better off Vantaging, because if he doesn't attack, then he doesn't get to use the enemy Essence Drain. If my memory serves. I think I tested recently and that's what happened. I'll double check if I'm wrong, blah blah blah. But Vantage is typically better, although it is a speed check, but I guess in Sita's case, a speed check would mean that she would also be getting doubled and she would also die, so bad either way. Downside with both of them is that they have to have someone within two spaces, and Sita probably doesn't do as well into the,
let's go.
What do you call that unit again?
Leave it to me.
Duo Sanaki matchup. So there's that to also consider. But overall, very similar units aside from the Vantage. Oh, well, at least aside from the Vantage, yeah. I think I prefer. I don't know if it's a preference thing. They're just two very similar units in the sense that I think the Vantage will. I think Sita will outlast Erica because the Vantage is speed based and the speed creep will, of course, come into play. You know what I was thinking?
I'll stand firm.
You know, like how they have bonus doubler with distant counter?
I will go.
What about Unity with distant counter?
Speak.
That could be something spicy. But I don't know. I think it could be combined into one skill as well if they really wanted to do that. You could get a ton of stats that way, kind of similar to Fallen Ike. I think that could be a good build, but I don't know what IS is going to do in the future. One of the reasons as well that I wanted to go with this Erica is also that she's new, and there's a ton of blue units in this season, and I was having a hard time killing Freyers with some of the other setups that I had. Not only that, Nurgle and what's her face? Micaiah, Atun Micaiah, literally everywhere. So Erica does a fairly decent job against those two green units, whereas Sita would have taken a hit and definitely died. So at least Erica would have been able to Vantage, maybe kill, maybe not, I don't know. It's kind of 50-50, especially with Micaiah. Micaiah is just so weird with her bulk. It's not only that, but the stat swings make it really difficult for that matchup to work in my favor the majority of the time. Same can be said for Micaiah versus Alir. Both Alirs, the new one and the legendary one, well, all of the Alirs pretty much do very poorly against Micaiah. At least in Ether Raids. Once, because they all have that 3 units in 3 spaces condition, so it's kind of hard for Alir to get damage out to be able to take out Micaiah in enemy phase. And also Nurgle. But the thing is, Nurgle won't kill because he won't double. But Micaiah can one-shot Alir, which is a problem. So, yeah. Just looking at the options available, Erica just ended up being the best option to go with. Not that Sita is bad, it's just that Nurgle one-shots her, Micaiah can also one-shot her.
Let's go.
So, I mean, Gust does give that,
Leave it to me.
damage reduction, but she really would have needed to have the Marth ring to be able to survive. I guess I could probably fit her onto this team and drop Alir, but because Alir has that Myrtle, I kind of enjoy running him in Earth Season just for that alone, even though he doesn't have
Leave it to me.
the same HP cap that Sita does, and Sita also has a little bit more investment than this Alir. That aside, I do have the Breath of Life 4, but then Alir has that Scowl effect, so
Why not?
there are pros and cons
What was that?
to these different Omni tanks. although the same can't be said for Gold Mary. I don't know what my opinion of. I think
I will go.
it's really just down to the res.
I'm with you.
If she had maybe if you gave her crystalline water 8 res on 16, maybe it would work out more in her favor. I don't know, man, but I'll leave her alone. This one's done. Yeah, we're gonna call it a day here. Yesterday was really, really tough, so let's just play one today, and that's it. GG's. Welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We're taking on Simon today in a rematch. I think I've done both rematches so far. I'm a little bit salty this week. And yeah, we're just gonna try out this new team that I've been testing out here. It's nothing wheel breaking. It's basically just the strongest unit in the game, or the strongest units in the game, plus 3 dancers. We're gonna see how far that can get us. Basically, we're just gonna blow everything up, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Not a complicated plan, nice and simple. The only hard part about it will be positioning to get around the traps. Once we can do that, we should be good to go in terms of successfully clearing this. Now, there is a unit here that is going to be a bit of a handful in terms of getting past her, and that is going to be some of Ymir chilling out in the background there. Not quite sure what to do with her just yet, because the thing is, well, I will be able to take her out, but because of the miracle effect, I can't one-shot anything aside from your boy Shez here over there in the corner. And why this is a problem is that getting counterattacked with this setup, or just getting attacked in general, is not good because of Essence Drain. Now, she won't get the Essence Drain if I attack with Celica, and that's essentially going to be the plan. Just gotta set it up right, make sure that we're all good. Now, like I said, we're not revolutionizing the wheel here with this team composition, although I am a bit happy that I was able to put something together that kind of solves the problems that I was having earlier in this week. Yeah, it was really tough on that first day, but I don't know, these rematches have been going my way so far, and I really just took the time out just to construct some, well, this team that's a little bit more cohesive in terms of one turn clears. It doesn't have to be turn 1, it can be whatever turn you want it to be. The only unit that doesn't really have a place here and is pretty much just a scoreboard is Veil. Maybe I should give her Wings of Mercy as well. We'll see how it goes. Really, the most important aspect of this team is Wings of Mercy 4. Well, not necessarily. Well, I do need actually Wings of Mercy 4, at least 1, just to get Celica started, because it takes her 2 combats to get going, to get below 50% with this particular build. I guess maybe I could use Fury 7 to see if that would. Just one more. Is it one more chip damage? I think should be like 1 more chip damage. I don't know.
I can hardly wait.
But yeah, that's the most important aspect of this team, and that's why I had to bust out Rearm Plumeria here just to give her some utility, because I hadn't really fired that skill to any other rearmed unit as of yet. So that's why she's here. And then we have Dual Peony here, because when you're doing this type of strategy,
I will do my best.
I highly recommend Dual Peony. She's very, very good at it, with that duo ability. Again, if you've seen duo Lin clears in the past, this is pretty much what's going on, or that's pretty much what's going on here with this team. Yeah. More dancers, the more dancers you have, the easier it is to complete this type of thing. That being said, let's dive into the mythic trailer. Surprise, surprise, 2 mythics. I was not expecting that. I really was just, oh, we're gonna get 1 mythic and that'll be that. But surprise, we got 2. I mean, they could have even spaced them out. Just looking at what they offer, each of the individual mythics, I could really see how they could have spaced that out over multiple months or 2 different months. Because it's not like the mythics
You can do it.
counter each other specifically. But they do offer, they offer you some type of difference or something different on offense and defense. The defensive mythic in particular is the one that I'm looking to pick up. I do like the offense one as well, but the fodder is probably what's more interesting to me there. I'd love to give Freyr that beast special. Yeah, I'd love to give Freyr that beast special, as well as attack the Excel skill.
Ready to help.
Because I think what does Freyr have in his ace line? He has a. Does he come with Clash? I'm not sure. But he would really benefit from having attack defense Excel. That whole kit. Well, maybe not the C skill. Yeah, maybe not the. Well, he can't get it because he has a perf C. So yeah. But yeah, that kit would be great on Freyr. So that's really where my head is. I can't really think of any other beast units that I'd fodder that to because I'm not really a big beast unit user, except Freyr and Renatasker apparently. So those are my 2 options for that fodder there. And then looking at the defense mythic, I was saying like to myself that this might mean that I might not have to use a dancer, but CJ was pointing out that you probably still need some type of extra range, and you would still need someone to help you out with that 7th slot. But we'll see how it goes. I'm interested to get my hands on her just to see what I can do with her effect, because it looks very, very interesting. And I mean, we all know how much I love the abilities of young baby Robin. Baby Robin, the female one. So by the looks of it, this mythic, defense mythic, should be able to spread that to the majority of your team. So I'm going to be testing that out to see how I can make that work in my favor on defense in Anima Season, because for this defensive build that I have in particular, I have had a problem with the reach. So it should be interesting to see how implementing her can fix or change that in any way. And it also would probably allow me to bring back for Mortis as well, because of the breath of life effect, which I like that they added into her kit, because there's no guarantee that you're going to pull an Edward. I think after that banner, I haven't gotten a single additional copy, and I pull on red all the time because that's where all the God Swords are of course. So I haven't gotten another Edward, and I just recently foddered the one to my attuned Erica, so I was gonna hold off on investing anything into like a defensive option for that unit. So it's really good that they put that in her kit. So I'm excited to see how I can make that work in my favor. It's detrimental to me because, as you can see here, I do use Dual Leon quite a bit in Astra Anima Season, and she kind of, I mean, it's only 20, but 20 will change his matchup against Myr and a couple other units as well. So it's going to be interesting to play around with that. If a lot of people start adding that to their defense, it's going to be interesting to see how Dual Leon fares, or whether or not I'm going to have to start benching him completely, or changing it so that he like gets a pre-charge special or something. So yeah, it's interesting times on defense. I'm looking forward to it. We haven't gotten a defense mythic since for Astra Anima since Freyr, I believe. Am I right? I think so. Yeah, Freyr is the newest one was the last one for Astra Anima. So big deal. I didn't even consider what season that the unit would be. I know that we just got Loki. Like, I was just thinking about it, and I realized that we just got Loki for Light and Dark, so we wouldn't have gotten anything for Light and Dark season. So it kind of makes sense why they are here in this format. Interesting that they are not dead in the story, but yet we've gotten them. As we all know that Faye likes to kill off their mythic units before they provide them to us. So this story is already taking a huge detour from the Faye formula, as I would call it, in terms of just where it's heading. I'm really not sure what the outcome of this story is going to be, because so far it looks like no one's going to die. I don't even think they're going to kill the father guy from the Yggdrasil guy. Yeah, I think he's going to stay alive as well. So yeah, we got a couple months left to figure that out. Lackluster story. I don't even know her name. Like, I know her name, but I'm not going to be trying to say that.
Yes.
Goat Girl. Well, there's so many goat units. I don't know. Her sprite is a little bit, I don't know what word I want to use to describe it, but it's kind of big. Unexpected. I wasn't expecting her to look like that. Yeah, but that's pretty much that. Looking forward to pulling on the banner when it comes out. Haven't done it as yet as of recording, but I will be summoning. So let's see where we get with that. GG's. Celica cleared the map. Powerful unit.